T1 strap. Let's find out where this Yasuo is going, and if it's going to be a counter pick for the Gnar. Camille for Birdall would be so classic, or Irelia.
Heimerdinger! Okay. Oh. Alrighty, so is this in bottom lane with Senna?
Yes.
And is Yasuo going top, or is it top Heimerdinger?
I think it's going to go to the bottom lane. Okay, here we go. Is Yasuo going to be in the mid lane, or is Yasuo going to be in the top lane?
Probably expect the Azir to go up against the Galio.
Yeah, that's my expectation, considering how much extra power the Azir has with the range and the poke into this melee champion, the Galio. Well, for this reason, as long as he has his turrets up and is well positioned around them, they have heal and sustain with his Senna. Okay. Nice steal.
Yeah, little invade here from Canyon, getting on in there as it's going to happen early on, but the Azir should be just fine in this lane as the levels do come around. As now, actually getting in here, as Zeus is very far down the lane. He is going to flash, but the chase is on. Canyon, he'll flash himself, still on the chase.
6 times, played a lot with the Yasuo-Diana combo, and that was meta. So, okay, this is a nice bait.
Yeah, looking for it. Hex Flash comes in as just a little bit of harass. Canyon trying to make as much happen in the early game as possible. Not the first time he's done this in the series on the Poppy. As in goes Owner with his own red buff. Steadfast presence, pretty good.
You have to use it as Emperor's Divide as well, of course. Gets slowed.
It might just be blown up 100-0 as there it is. Owner not level 6, so Emperor's Divide just going to push him away.
For Drake setup like you talk about, then he can set up on the Drake as Brutal.
Hey.
Oh, man. That's a trade of flashes. And he's just sticking it out. Someone wants to set up for a play.
Is the Wukong, though. That's really difficult to get on. Canyon has to flash away as Faker just going into the brush is going to take a huge amount of damage from just the Heimerdinger.
Bring it all back. All right, Showmaker's got an angle here.
Oh, this is going to be a nice Poppy ult. Yep, it's going to knock away the enemy jungler as Owner is now out of this fight. And the Toke is controlled entirely by the Heimerdinger. Nobody can get in here. That is the...
the pushing power of this Heimerdinger and the Yasuo obviously right now makes this look a lot easier, but this is really just a Canyon highlight play. They don't know where he is. He has the Hex Flash, goes over.
He's calling it the entire time.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to see who I can get. Goes over there, gets a double knockup, has a choke point controlled. There's the grenade. Look at the damage on the Faker. And that's just a guaranteed Herald for them. Get out.
Yeah, he's calling for the team to get out. Showmaker does go up. He's gotten in the back here. He should have been spotted. He will now if he wasn't.
No.
Yeah. Owner's clone now in the pit. They're going to try to pull this out once again. No vision here for T1 as a large zap will go in there.
No Narbar. He can't engage.
Oh, no hit away from the Poppy. We might actually have it. Yes, the steal comes out from Owner. As now he's looking to get over the wall.
And nobody.
You know. We haven't talked about the items in a little bit. We can do that. Showmaker is really huge right now. As Guma, never mind, they're going to stop me from that as he flashes away and gets over the wall. And that is the power of Zeriumi, as now Showmaker is huge, like I was saying. Trying to get into that backline, but he can't do it alone. Even the wind wall is going to be put up there to try to save him. The engage a little bit overzealous from the side of DK, and they're going to lose 2 of their members as T1 now could look at this Baron.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
They do have an Azir.
Turret's leapfrogging in.
He has an Asher's Tooth. And a crown, which is now gone. Faker just going to get in there and say, no, we're just engaging on you. Big Emperor's Divide from Bertle, but very desperate at this point. Kellen desperately trying to do damage himself. Will actually take out Owner, and the turrets are getting huge value. As Stucktom just runs away, but eventually the Senna goes down, but they deny the Baron. Immediate exhaust heal is just saying no. And then you just get over the wall.
I love that they don't clear this. They want to start this without showing T1 it's about to time out. JS will actually come over here and manually check.
One ping, yeah.
So wise. They could start it with turrets over the wall.
Is actually still pretty close, even with the Zeri in this position. Could definitely just have another Zeri montage highlight reel. As the crown is broken, Zave's looking for the Zerelias is in, and he knocks him into the wall. Bertle is just 100-0'd immediately before the fight even truly breaks out. No more Azir. The souls stacks right now for the Senna. It's not really that much, actually, for 31 minutes into the game.
This is so well played from Zayas. He's got the speed up from Yuumi, and even with the Emperor's Divide, gets 100-0, like you said, on the Azir. not that great damage-wise here for Damwon Kia.
Yeah, I mean, you consider the carries on the side of Damwon Kia for just a moment. The Yasuo is incredibly fed, but it's not like we're playing Yasuo, Diana, Lee Sin, Senna, you know? As we're just going to press our buttons, Bertle has to flash just like that. As they do go in, yeah, a nice amount of poke damage, but again, not a lot of vision here for T1 as they move in. Stun going to land on the Zeus. He is not in Mega at the moment.
Turrets go down so fast here, too, even from Faker's Q.
Okay, Showmaker pretty powerful, but he's just going to have to flash away himself. Still get taunted at the end of this as Canyon is not going to have the knockaway, and it's going to be Yuumi who comes in and steals it. Are you kidding me? As Damwon Kia will not be able to go home with the Baron.
Damwon Kia just one more reason to hate Yuumi. Once again in this spot. I cannot walk into this. I will not do it. Showmaker flashes the Galio taunt here from Faker, which is beautiful. And he's able to escape. And now T1 are on the other side here. He gets taunted, but he's alone. There's no follow-up. And look at this Yuumi steal. It's crazy. Just barely 269, and he takes it. Smite a little bit early here from Canyon, who's extremely low. Has to smite to survive and make sure that he at least gets a smite off in this fight. They don't have enough damage to especially with 90 seconds to go on Cloud Soul.
Seems like a little bit too little too late at this point in time. Can the Azir even get in range? I think the answer to that is absolutely no.
There's the Poppy ult coming through here, and that's going to be them having Prio for Elder. Look at the timing of this. It's just so great for them.
Maybe they'll, okay. Well, it does have a lot of health.
I'm not optimistic for their chances here, but they're trying to force it.
Forgive me for not really believing this, but let's see. I mean, they've gotten in as Kellen basically dies. He's basically not in the fight. He's going to try to heal this one up as Faker's just pushing mid. He is going to join his team eventually as now we do have the Zeri. Take a look at Guma on the top side. They're not able to get this. It is the Azir who picks it up, but who cares? The Zeri lives. And 5 members of T1 will live as well. And that's going to do it. T1 are going to the Summer LCK Finals.
It was Damwon Kia who prevented the reverse sweep from KT Rolster, but they will have their reverse sweep prevented by T1 here in this 5th and final game. T1, they built a draft that's around the Zeri Yuumi. They draft more standard here, and they prevent the reverse sweep. Calm and collected under high pressure here in the 5th game against top Azir. Calling across the board. Hands off the keyboard, high fives across the board in the final moment.
Carrie is like, he can't believe it. Faker was like, I wanted to backdoor, guy. Why did you fight too?
Yeah. And the Heimerdinger that Duckdom pulls out in the final game. Just insane composure from T1. No choke, no mess up here. A clean 5th game. And it was won by them really 15 minutes ago, but they were not going to lose it. They were not going to throw. They were going to play it so safely, so carefully.
And it's not the only thing that they do qualify for, guys. They make it to the LCK Finals, but they are also the 2nd team from Korea to make it to the World Championship later this year. So many faces of relief. They played 10 excruciating games, okay? So much pressure on those guys. Got to hand it to them. But Gumayusi says, bring it on, Genji. Let's see you at the finals. Let's see what you got.
It was the most Danny series ever, right? We had the crazy, and you know, we had some flashbacks of the substitutions we saw from T1 in 2021, especially back in the spring season. Was this wrong?